Hello everyone, my name is Jennifer and welcome to Best Kept Plans. Today's video is going to be a budget with me for the paycheck that I'm receiving on September 25th, 2025 using the Budget by Paycheck workbook from the Budget Mom. If you're interested in seeing that, please stick around. Here we are in my monthly layout in my Budget by Paycheck workbook. As you can see, nothing is checked off yet for the month of September because I'm actually filming this budget with me a bit early. I'm going to be going away early in September for an out-of-state wedding, and I wanted to make sure I had this video filmed before that so that there was no delay in getting it up. So nothing is checked off on our monthly, but for this paycheck, the paycheck that I'm receiving on September 25th, we are focusing on the two bills listed here in orange, as well as a couple bills that we have for the beginning of October 2025. So I'm going to flip on over to the paycheck budget tracker for this paycheck, and we're going to zoom on in to take a look at everything. The first section is the inflow section, and I only budget my income for my full-time job, which is $3,200. We have four different bills or fixed expenses for this paycheck. We have church, which I'm budgeting $20 for. My Nelnet student loan, I'm budgeting $400. Rent, I'm budgeting $600. And Spotify, I'm budgeting $15. Now, all of those bills added up together does equal $1,035. And if I subtract that from the $3,200 that I budgeted my income to be, we're left with $2,165, which is what we're bringing over to the variable expense section. For me, this section always looks the same. I always have the same categories. I always have the same budgeted amounts. That's just what works for me and my personal budget. But I definitely foresee myself changing this up in 2026, given my more recent spending. We have groceries that we're budgeting $250, eating out is getting $75, gas is getting $75, and miscellaneous is getting $150. All of this added together does equal $550, and if I subtract that from the $2,165 we were left with after bills, I have $1,615 to bring up to the most exciting section, which is the savings goals or sinking fund section. Now, if you watched my last budget with me, then you know I have started saving towards my 2026 sinking funds, which is very exciting. I am starting them early. I like to start them early. That just means that I have to save less per pay period towards each of these sinking funds in order to meet my goal, which I think is a great idea because it leaves me with more discretionary money to put towards extra debt payments or savings. For my 2026 sinking funds, we have my RN and APRN licenses, which are getting $30. General gifts is getting $45. Birthdays, which is for my mom and my sister, is getting $25. Car insurance and taxes is getting $190. Medical is getting $40. Subscriptions, which is Amazon Prime, Disney Plus, and Audible, is getting $20. Christmas is getting $30. Black Friday is getting $25. After Black Friday, we are entering into my rolling sinking funds, which are sinking funds that don't have a monetary goal. So I put the same amount towards them every single pay period, no matter what. So we have giving getting 50, household getting 20, home maintenance getting 100, baby getting 30, travel getting 100, personal getting 30, and then car maintenance getting 65. All of those sinking funds added together do equal $800. And if I subtract that from the $1,615 we were left with after bills and variable expenses, we have $815 that we're bringing down to the debt and savings section. And because I'm already making a Nelnet student loan payment with this pay period, I'm putting all $815 of that towards my house savings, leaving me with zero left over. I'm going to quickly take a look at my cash envelope breakdown, and I'm going to zoom on out just a little bit to look at that. Now, this is what allows me to know what denominations I need to pull out of my checking account when I get paid to stuff all of my envelopes. This page is definitely very busy today because we have variable expenses, sinking funds, and then also my rent for October 2025. For eating out, gas, and miscellaneous, which are the variable expense cash envelopes I pull out in cash, we are going with 50, 20, and 5 for eating out and gas. And then miscellaneous is getting its 150 in two 50s, two 20s, and a 10. And the reason I chose those denominations is because I am pulling out my 2025 Savings Challenge contribution from my miscellaneous envelope, and I need these denominations to do so. The sinking funds, which takes up the majority of what's left here, is going to get largest denominations possible. And then rent, which is listed right at the bottom for $600, I always pull that out in 300s and 650s. All of this added together does equal $1,700, which is what I'm going to be pulling out of my bank and stuffing into my envelopes when I do my cash envelope stuffing on Saturday. And that is it. That's it for the budget with me for the paycheck I'm receiving on September 25th. I hope that you all enjoyed this video. If you have any questions or comments about the way that I budget, how I use the Budget by Paycheck workbook, any other products or tools that I use, please do not hesitate to put a comment down below. And as always, everyone, please be safe. Bye bye.